Another example of a problem that I see all the time with companies that have success, they've gone out and they've, even business sells, they've got hundreds of customers or even thousands of customers. And then they hit a plateau and they don't understand why. And it's really because they don't understand who their customers are. And so, again, you need to go back out and figure out who these people are. Where are the different segments that you've already won? Go back into your database, go and make phone calls, call these people up and learn what the problem is that you're actually solving. And I like to say put them into buckets, right? You should understand all of the different market segment buckets that you've already have as customers. Figure out how they got into your company. So HubSpot does an amazing job at this, understanding the customers deeply. What channels did they come in? What was their conversion process? And then who are the high value customers? Which segments, which of these buckets actually produce the most revenue over time? And then that's where you're going to find your growth, is going and finding more of those type of customers. Where do they hang out? Who influences them? How do we maximize the acquisition channel for that particular bucket, rather than just sort of thinking your customer base as being this large homogeneous group. So the customer development sense in that way never stops. You always can be learning more or learning about other market segments that you can go after, and that's really where your growth is going to come from. And again, it kind of goes back to the phrase of trying to be all things to all people. You really need to identify who those high value customers are. Again, it doesn't mean you won't go after some of those other segments or serve them, but serve the high value ones first. They're going to be the most passionate. They're going to be the ones that grow your company to the next stage.
One of the big things we see all the time is these startups in the valley of death. They've had some growth. They may even have like a decently large customer base, but the problem is they treat them all homogeneously. So they may even have hundreds of thousands of users. I've seen actually quite a few startups like this, but they don't know who their passionate ones are. They don't know what their growth engine is, and they've been trying to think big. And the way you can see that very quickly is they don't know how to prioritize things like features, right? So how would you know, right? Everyone sort of looks the same to you, and they don't have the courage to say, you know what, these people, we're not going to serve these people. We're going to double down on these people and effectively fire these people or somehow sort of weed them out. That brings the sort of clarity that's needed to really effectively prioritize. Your problem becomes actually choosing which opportunities to go after, which not to go after. Right? You see all these opportunities, you have traction, you have inertia, you have momentum, and then it's like, oh, wow, I could go here, 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 here. Where do I go? You try to go everywhere at once, you fail, right? And the understanding of where to go can only be developed from understanding who are your most passionate customers, who are the next adjacent segments.